Welcome to the Formula One World Championship of Spielberg, Austria. This is a beautiful track that I love driving on, which we'll see in a second. And there's lots of jet-powered stuff like that bus, and there's jet-powered suit with a lot of memes coming forward with it, like Oscar Piastri. And we can't expect another Max win. I mean, he is the dominant driver right now, but before the last two races, there were three different racers, including Lando at Miami, Max at Emilia-Romagna, and Leclerc winning at Monaco. But the last race, Lando was only 2 seconds behind Max, with Hamilton getting a podium and Lando overtaking Max as second in the points championship. So now here it is, my race at Austria, Spielberg. Here we go. And here we go. It's about time to get this race started in Austria as we go. 5 lights out and away we are, going into turn 1 here. Everyone's speeding away into a 2-mile line. You can see myself in that Mercedes right there, trying to overtake, trying to get the inside, overtaking a few cars as we now go into turns 2 and 3. Here we get an onboard cam on top of their car, going into this turn right here behind the McLaren of Norris, and I believe that's the Ferrari of Charles, as we cut away into an actual onboard in cockpit cam as we go go for the overtake on Norris over here into the inside. Is it successful? We will see. It is not, as I'm still behind Norris, but I go through the inside once again, trying to attack, as I do find out later on that I am rapid through these turns right here. As we go around the outside and we get into the inside, and we can see in the rear view camera of the wing we have overtaken Norris and are now in front of him. As we go into the few final turns right here, it should be through the main straight over here, going into turn 1 again. DRS flap opens, we are on the front wing view, now on that 360 cam, back to the cockpit view. We're going to now skip over to one of the V carbs in front of me. As we can see on the right, another V-carb. That seems to be Daniel Ricciardo now, which we are seeing. I am behind with DRS, dipping 2 wheels into the grass as we cut back into the TV cam. Now we go towards the same turn, I believe. As we watch all the cars pile up, we see Perez overtaking one of the Alpines on the inside right there. As I'm stuck right behind one of the cars, it's the V-carb right here, 360 view. Oh, you can see the boost I get absolutely out of that corner as I turn into the inside, straight out. You'll find out that I do make a lot of passes there in the future as we go in front of the V-carb right there. Now chasing down that V-carb, which I believe is Yuki Tsunoda, since Daniel Ricciardo was the one behind us. Now we got the DRS going to the straight, trying to overtake him, but I couldn't figure out how to activate the battery in this car, so it just did automatically. As I go to the inside, almost touching, but barely missing, centimeters between the car and I. As we go, I'm sandwiched in between the two Visa RBs, going to the inside, looking for a pass as I brake a little later than Daniel Ricciardo actually, and I get the pass done. Now I'm right behind the Alpine of, I can't make out which number that is, but I am behind one of the Alpines now, going down the straight into this turn right here where I found myself to be a little more rapid than these other cars. As we go into the onboard and cockpit cam right here, you can see I'm looking at a hint of oversteer right there, catching the car, making sure I don't spin out as we go around the outside, but I can't find the amount of speed that I need to get past the Alpine right here. As we go to the straight before the last 2 turns of the race. Here we cut to a big car train lineup, pile up. There's a lot of cars here right now as I tap the Visa RB a little bit in the back right tire, as we all get a DRS train going down the straight into this turn, my rapid turn, overtaking the V-carb right here, going to the inside, getting the car stopped in time, looking at the rear wing cam. As we can see, we are in front of the V-carb of Daniel Ricciardo as we now go through this turn, hoping to get much closer, if not overtake, but we do get closer, getting this view of the front wing right here as we get ever so slightly closer to the car in front of us. We are on this kind of steering wheel helmet cam. As we can see, we're going down the street. As you can see, everyone is so far away, and now we're gonna cut to what's going on with Paris over here, and the rest of the car just a half in front of me, which is really unrealistic in real life, but that is how it is in the set. Of course, as we go through the straight, you can see Alonso right behind one, or it may not be Alonso, but one of the Aston Martin's right behind the McLaren. As they go through the straight, both DRS flaps open, but will he have a look into turn one right here? He can't, and he stays tucked behind the McLaren, trying to get that DRS, trying to get that slipstream. As we cut to this camera with the Williams and the Kick Sauber, as we the Stake Formula 1 team. I forget the the name was changed, I believe. But we can see this long battle in between the Williams and the Sauber right here. As we go forward, the Williams does get overtaken through the inside and then the outside, but he comes back into the inside. Now they're wheel to wheel racing right here into the last two turns. As the Williams goes on the inside, gets overtaken, and the Kick Sauber gets kicked off to the inside. But there you go. The Williams is now in front of the Kick Sauber. As we see right here, we're gonna cut back. Oh, they have such slight contact right there. The V carb getting a hint of oversteer because of the contact, with the McLaren leading the pack following B carb. And now here I go, looking to the inside of Max Verstappen here. We're gonna follow him through these turns where I'm absolutely rapid, going around, getting so much closer than I was. Now we're gonna get into this turn right here where I can go almost completely around as I do, and now we're wheel to wheel, and I'm going through the inside. We can see his wheel slightly, and then we can see the whole body getting a clean overtake into the turn. And now we go through the last turn into the straight main straightaway with the DRS laps opening for both of us. He will start reeling me in right here as I try to cut the DRS, cut the slipstream. We go here, but oh, we clip tires. My back right rear, and his front left. We clip each other, and this me rejoining. Oh, as he gets hit by one of the V carbs, and there's a big train of cars behind now. Here we go through the straight, and I'm right next to the McLaren. Oh, look how many cars there are. There are 1, 2, 3, 8 cars right there. Big battle right here in the back. Oh, the Alpine shunts the Ferrari in the back, and the Ferrari gets spun around, ruining his race, as he will probably go to the back of the pack if not be able to rejoin the race now. As we go to the inside, trying to stay ahead of the McLaren of Lando Norris right there. You can see the number 4 going through these few turns where I'm absolutely rapid, trying to catch up to the cars ahead and get a points finish right here on Spielberg in Austria. One of my favorite tracks, just because I know it very well, almost, and it's very fast. I love the fast speeds that you can take through, especially this course. And then right here on the last turn, you will see on the last lap how close it gets as we go into the 360 cam, where we can actually spin the camera around, but it looks cool. Now we cut to an onboard cam in the cockpit as we go through these turns once again. V carb in front of me as I try to go outside, but I'm not able to as he cuts me off. Now we're following, I believe that is Yuki Tsunoda with the number 22. As he goes on the curb, lots of sparks flying, and I go to the inside and I overtake him with the brake locking of Yuki Tsunoda. You can see the smoke back there as we cut into the scene where I'm still in front of him and he is closely following me as he's trying to look for a move on the inside, but I get the car stopped on the side, take the straight inside line, and get a nice run out to the track as I'm trying to catch this Alpine now in front of me. As you'll see, as we get a full car cam, as you can see, we are overtaking the Alpine right here. We couldn't get a good view, but there will be a replay in 1 second because I was on the cockpit cam. As we go now around the Alpine, you can see into the inside and straight out. One of my most favorite overtaking spots right here. Going back to the race, we're gonna go through the last few turns of the race. second to last turn, and then the last turn right here as we get really close to the V-car with Daniel Ricciardo. We both have our DRS flaps open, and we have such a close finish. A close finish as we go into the replay to see how close that was. I got a rapid X over here. I should have stayed tucked in behind him for a little longer to get a bigger slipstream, better speed, and I could have overtaken him, but I stayed side by side and we had a very close finish till the end. Now there's only 11 hours and 47 minutes until the sprint. The sprint qualifying has been completed. So thanks for watching, and now it's time to enjoy the Austrian F1 sprint qualifying and race. Thanks. Bye bye.